Hey guys, this is actually one of the first videos I've filmed in my new place here in Cape Town, but it's also one of the first times that I'm releasing a interview with one of our students, Marcel, for Systems and Profit. And if you don't know what that is, basically, I don't have a program, but Systems and Profit is where I get on one-on-one call with agency owners, probably just like you, and I kind of take you through the process, helping you scale to probably as close as I can get you to 80K a month. And I say that because 80K a month is what I've been able to achieve in my agency. So beyond that, I don't really know how to do that because I haven't got there yet. And I believe in teaching what I know. Having said that, you can book a call with me if you think that that's something of interest to you. It will be in the description. But even though you're not a part of SAP, or even if you don't book a call, you're still going to find this video incredibly valuable. Like, one of the best ways to learn is literally listening to how other people have achieved what you already have. And Marcel, he came to us, he was doing about 30K, now he does about 50K. And in this interview, we kind of go through that story, but also, because I just watched it, we also show you some of the mind maps, some of the systems and things that we implemented for his business. So you can literally just like pause your screen, have a look at it, copy, implement, kind of go through that whole step-by-step procedure. Like, I honestly think this call is extremely valuable. And if you don't like get through half of it and you're not finding it valuable, let me know. But I honestly wish I had this type of content once I was getting started. And we were kind of like speaking off camera before we got into it because he's in Bali at the moment. And he took a bit of a holiday. And while he was on holiday, his agency was still growing. He was still getting good results for his clients, still delivering services, still making money. And a lot of people's agencies is kind of like this one-man show where it's like them and like 3 assistants and that's the whole business. And we rarely help people kind of go through that because honestly, everyone is struggling to, at least majority of the agency owners that I speak to are struggling to actually get sales. But if you have the right system, you have consistency and the right mentor through the process, that is actually the easiest part of running an agency. The hard part, to be honest with you, is keeping clients by delivering a good service, attracting good talent through culture and these things. And we get into all of that. So I hope you enjoy. As I said, you can book a call with me if you think it's of interest. If not, you'll still get great value out of this. And I'll see you in some of my other videos. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to one of the first student interviews for Systems and Profit. Sitting with me here is Marcel. He's wearing his t-shirt for his agency, Everest Marketing. He's pretty much been in the program for a solid like 2 months now. At the moment, he's actually in Bali and he disappeared for about 2 days because he went to like an island. He'll probably tell you about it, but there was absolutely like no internet. And so like he couldn't get on calls, couldn't communicate with his team. And the systems that he built with our help kind of actually continued to make him profit. The agency didn't burn down, clients still happy, results are still coming in, sales calls still being booked. So yeah, Marcel, tell everyone kind of what your agency does, how much money you make, kind of revenue, your experience, because I know you've had an agency for quite a while, and just introduce yourself.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Connie. Well, as you said, yeah, I'm in Bali at the moment. I was disappeared for several days, like for 3 days in the Gili Islands with like a really bad connection with the internet. Couldn't do like any calls. I couldn't even talk with the team, or maybe like the messages was like really slow. So like really bad. So as you mentioned, with the proper system in place that I learned from you, uh, the agency like really works really smoothly. It's totally automated, so no, we didn't have any problems with the clients. I didn't have any problems with the team. So yeah.
Absolutely. And the reason why I think you need systems is a lot of agency owners, they say that they have an agency, but really the agency is just like 2 clients and them and maybe like a media buyer. And that works fine. But like when you get to like a lot of clients, you need like account managers and you need systems to like manage things. It's very different when you just have like 2 clients. So tell everyone like kind of how big your agency is, like how many people, the revenue, how many clients, things like that.
Okay, well, in the team we are like around 20, okay, and now we are handling like around more than 30 clients at the moment. So yeah, we were like hitting before the program like a revenue between 30,000-40,000 euro per month.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we are after the program. Well, we are hitting around 50,000 euros.
Okay.
Yeah, 50,000, but like with obviously we have like more revenue, but now it's like more everything is like more systemized. We are not having like the same problems that before with the clients, with like having issues with the deadlines. Okay, so with that, I think we did like a really big step. And when I was like looking for information of how to build your agency, but like when your agency starts to grow, the
Yeah.
only content that I found was yours. Like the only program was yours. Everyone, like as you know, is selling the agency program, like how to get clients. Okay, in that case, we don't have that problem. The problem that we had is that
Yeah.
we scale like really fast. We scale like really fast, and we didn't have the systems in place. And that's the reason that I found your channel, and that's the reason that I was in the program, and like game changer.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, I agree. Obviously, I'm in a position where I speak to a lot of agency owners, and a lot of them all have this problem of they need clients, right? But that's actually one of the easiest problems to fix. Like if you just put like a proven sales structure in, the problem comes
Yeah.
after you have a lot of clients. Now you've got to manage them, maintain them, and also not kind of lose your life doing it. Like you still have to have some time to go on holiday and things. And I agree, most programs are like how to start from scratch, but as soon as you start scaling and things, then kind of everything falls apart. And that's why I didn't want to make a course. That's why Systems and Profit is very like one-to-one, because basically we did one-to-one calls plus some of the material and things over the 2 months. So what systems did you directly kind of implement from me? Because I know one of the biggest things for you was actually planning out your agency on Lucid, right?
Well, I had before using Lucidchart, I was like with Miro. I told you at the beginning, but it wasn't like you can use it, to organize and everything. But when you showed me your systems in Lucidchart, I was like, man, I'm leaving Miro. I'm going to use a Lucidchart. And then we started with you with the onboarding phase, with also with the fulfillment part of the clients. Then, for example, the kickoff part of the onboarding process and everything. So we started with that. But now, the moment, since I learned from your program, from you, it's like I'm systemizing everything, like finances. I'm doing sales, offboarding, like everything that I want to have it like really clear with the SOPs, with the automations, with the manual parts. I'm having like everything mapped out in Lucidchart, thanks to your program.
Awesome. Can you show us what one of those looks like? Because I know you've been putting together one.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Let me show you. Let me show you.
And for the people that don't know what Lucidchart is, I'll quickly explain it. But basically,
Yeah.
there's a lot of tools that we use in the agency, right? Like, I'll tell you like the tech stack, because I think one of the other things that we did is you also changed what you use to communicate with clients and things. But like what we do, like if you're an agency at scale, like the common kind of thing that you'll see is obviously you need a CRM. And so majority of us use Close. You need like an invoice, proposal, payment, processing thing, that's PandaDoc. And then you need some form of client communication, project management, type of tool. And that people use different things. Like I've used all of them. I've used Asana, Agency Flow, Basecamp, Trello, Monday, ClickUp, like the list goes on and on and on. I've used all of them. The one that we implemented for Everest and Marcel was Asana. The one that I use is Basecamp. And that's because it's just a little bit different agencies, different scales. And so it's not about like this is the main tool. It's really about what's the tool for your agency and at your scale. But then basically you have all of these tools. And a lot of the main thing that you want to do in an agency, and if you're an agency owner watching this, like the main thing that you should take from this is you need to either automate or delegate, which means you either get a tool that can do it or you get a person that can do it. But then the problem is you have like all these tasks and SOPs and all these things that need to happen. And most people just put it all in their head and then they get completely confused, or they build systems which kind of don't work. And so Lucid, you can get the free version. You don't even have to. You don't have to pay for it, but you basically can plan out some of your systems. So Marcel, do you have one of them to share, kind of what we built?
Yeah, you have to allow me to share the screen so I can show it to you.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, as you mentioned, one of the things I learned from you, it was the part of having like really simplified the the system, like not using all the tools that are in the market, like try to use like less tools, and from that try to optimize everything. So for example, this is one, as you can see, I have like client attraction, I have prospecting, I have sales, onboarding, kickoff, setup, management, Friday check-in reports. So all these are steps, like really important steps in the agency, okay? And obviously you need to map out everything. So in this case, I don't know if you want me to explain all the parts or
Yeah,
yeah.
I want the people watching this to like really get some value. So yeah, just spend a couple minutes explaining it.
Okay. Yeah, well, for example, one of the things is that, for example, when the contract is signed, okay, like for example, through PandaDoc, it starts the onboarding process, okay? So for example, we do, I'm going to put this like this. Okay, so for example, this means like it's manual, okay? So it's not automated, like for example, through Zapier. This is automated, okay? But when it's red, it's it means that it's not operational, okay? So the cool thing is when I map out everything, I can see which parts are operational and not operational. So I can see, okay, I need to focus on these parts in order to have all the system of the of, for example, in this case, the onboarding. So I can see this, for example, the majority is in red. So I need to
Yeah.
focus on onboarding. One of the things that they usually ask me, like, hey Marcel, which parts do you like focus on systemizing and everything? I'm like, whichever it tells you like it's really red, okay, so focus on those. So for example, have like also the sales part, that it's like almost everything green, but I have like, for example, the email automation I need to focus on, okay. So basically here is the sales part, where if I import the leads to the close CRM, we send them like a personalized email. I put all the steps here, okay? And then, for example, if I send the personalized email and they don't respond, I do like an automatic follow-up, then request a demo call. Okay, so everything is systemized and I can see which part I can automate or put it manual.
Yeah. And this goes back to like what I also see with a lot of agency owners do is they just like start building things and they don't first think about how everything like has to work together. And so this system, the onboarding one in particular, I did a YouTube video on my onboarding system a while back, which I think is how you first found me. And obviously yours is quite similar. And that's when I first kind of came up with like, okay, active and non-active. And the reason for that is before you start building things, first plan out everything so you know what to build. And also, like you said, make sure you don't have like 50 different tools, because first of all, it can get quite expensive. Like you can spend a lot of money on softwares very, very quickly.
Yeah.
You don't even need that. And then once you have everything, then like systematically go and say, okay, I'm going to work on this part and then that part, and then kind of go through the process. All right. But since you've implemented all of this, how has it kind of changed your agency?
Well, as I mentioned before, I'm in Bali. Okay, so it's everything with the team, with the tools, and everything. It's automized, systemized. So we have processes in the agency. So everything is working like really smooth. We are not having like any problems with the clients. We are not having any problems with the team. Obviously, there are like so things that I have to intervene. Okay, like hey, I need to intervene in this part, in this call. Okay, so it's something typical. I cannot disappear 100%. But now I'm in Bali. I'm like really relaxed because I have all systemized. I have the team doing the things that are from the systems that I created in Lucidchart. So yeah, I think that that's the main goal. Like you can work from anywhere, but have it like delegated with the team, with the right tools and with the right systems.
Amazing. And now that you've kind of got this in place, I think, because one of the big issues and one of the reasons I wanted to work with you in the beginning is you made it very, very clear that you want to get client results. a lot of people who build agencies just quickly try and just collect cash from the clients and then they disappear, right? Or they deliver like bad services. And because
Correct.
they've implemented one of the sales stuff that we help them build, they can get clients very easy. And so this creates a problem where it's like, if you can get clients very easily, you don't actually need to deliver a good service because you can very quickly replace them. Client leaves, you can onboard new ones, right? And that's kind of like a very dangerous kind of trap to get your agency into. And I liked that right from the beginning, you said, I don't want to do that. I want to actually get results. And that's why throughout the program, we focused on this, right? This is agency results stuff, like making sure that clients are happy, things are going well, not just on the sales part. So I like that from the beginning. So now that you kind of have sales sorted, you also have all these systems built out, agencies running smoothly. Tell me about like where you want to take the agency. Like obviously it's currently March 2022. Where do you see the agency at the end of the year? Like what are some goals you have?
Well, I think I mentioned it to you before, but the main goal is to have all the steps in the agency, as you can see, like client attraction, prospecting, onboarding. Like I know that having all systemized, all automated, all delegated correctly, I will have like more sales, I will have more happy clients. So at the moment, I'm not focusing on the amount of clients. I'm not focusing on the amount of revenue. Okay, it's really important, but I think it will come when you have all the systems in place. So my main goal at the moment is that all the red parts that you see, for example, in the system, it will turn green. Okay, and all the systems are built in each tab that you can see here. Okay, like everything all systemized, all green. So that's my main goal for before the year.
Okay. And have you been through other programs? Obviously, you're part of Systems and Profit, but have you been through other courses and things? I don't think we've actually offered that. You haven't. Okay.
No. Yeah. Like I've been like I've spending like thousands and thousands of euros in programs, courses, and for me, one of the best ones is yours. Like you give like a complete. There's a lot of programs talking about sales. There's a lot of programs talking about agencies. But yours, for example, is like a bird eye, like a global situation of what to focus. Okay, and that's a real game changer. From that, you know which programs can work and which which courses you need to learn in order to succeed with your agency. So from all the programs that I've made, I've learned, yours is one of the best ones.
Amazing. No, I appreciate that. And like I said, I'm in the same camp. I probably spent like $50,000 to $60,000 on courses. My own courses. Like I think everyone at a certain level gets to that point, because as soon as your agency can start cash flowing very quickly, you spend to learn, right? And I see a lot of people hold back their growth because they don't invest. But I never wanted to just make a course because I feel like it's too difficult. So like the main difference here is really it's like one-on-one. So it's literally a course like this, like, okay, what is happening in your agency? And then let's do that. Like for you, it's all about like results, systemizing and things, because that's where you're at. But like we have other ones, even on this channel, we've got some videos with other people who are struggling with sales, or they were struggling with like hiring. You know, that's a huge thing. It's building the right team. That's another big thing. And programs don't touch on that, mostly because a lot of people making programs don't run agencies at scale, right? They kind of have like one media buyer and like, you know, they're doing themselves. So it's really, really interesting. If you were, because obviously there's going to be a few people watching this. So if someone was watching this and they were considering like booking a call to speak directly with me and seeing if we're a good fit, and to kind of join the program, what would you tell them? Because obviously they're probably thinking, you know, I don't want to spend more money on a course. I've already done so many courses before. Like, did you have any hesitancy when you joined? And if so, like, why did you make the decision to join? Yeah, walk me through that process.
Yeah, where I'm excuse me, I'm in a call. Can you give me like 5-10 minutes? Yeah, 5-10 minutes. Okay, thank you. So, yeah. So sorry about that. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, if you are watching this video, like if you want to scale properly and fast, okay, you need this program. Like you need to contact Carney, okay, because he will give you like a clear idea of what you have to do, okay. but at the same time, you will see which parts of your agency, of your company, needs to be optimized. You need to create. Okay, so in that sense, have a call with him. He will picture your agency and see which parts you need to create and optimize and everything, and then you will scale like really fast and properly. Okay. Mm. Yeah, give me a moment. I mean, in a call, 5-10 minutes. Okay.
And I think when you were joining, I think you were also a little bit hesitant to join because I think it almost seemed like too good to be true, right? Because I know there's a lot of people selling courses and doing these types of things. So like what moved the mountain? Like what made you decide, right, I'm gonna throw out my credit card and I'm gonna pay for this and I'm gonna go for it? Like what was the tipping point there for you?
The tipping point, like, man, when I saw all your systems and everything that you showed me in the first call, I was like, okay, I want that. I want that. I want to have that structure of an agency that is really clear. So when you showed me that, I was like, okay, man, like I will join your program like 100%.
Awesome. Yeah, and you know the reason like I wanted you is obviously first you've gotten some really good results. You have been actually implementing what I've been saying, but you know the other thing is a typical case in point is like you're in Bali and like you know chilling and things, and also you have other companies aside from just your agency because most people like the agency just becomes their thing, and I'm of the believer that if you automate and delegate, you free up your time, which allows you to go and do other things. So like my agency does like 80K a month. At this point, we also have a big team. We have, I think last time I counted, we had like 60 clients. It's gotten to the point where I don't even have the names of all of the clients because like I'm not involved in their day-to-day operations. I just get on the stand-up call. And so that is obviously like a full-time job running that whole thing. But because of systems like this and the team, to our credit, I have an amazing CMO as well. And that's, I think, the next step for you is really nailing down your, really nailing your kind of hiring process. But because I have such an amazing team and good systems, I've been able to completely free up my time, which is allowing me to work on systems and profit, and we have a bit of a larger scale thing there, etc., etc. But yeah, I mean, I think that really summarizes it. I know you enjoying Bali and things, so you must keep enjoying that. And thank you for coming on for this. I'm sure there will be a lot of people who watch this similar situation. Should I not? You know, what should I do? So hopefully that kind of guides them through the process. And then, yeah, I mean, your agency, what does it do quickly? It basically helps real estate agents, right, in Spain?
Yeah. The thing is, it's really important to choose a niche, okay? And we help real estate companies with all the marketing strategy in order to generate more clients and more sales from it. So yeah, that's the main goal of Everest Marketing. And yeah, as you said, like I think that's the dream of every agency owner. Like you can travel from all parts of the world and like not to be a slave of your own agency, like work and not have enough time for your friends, for your family, and even for yourself. Like you are the brain of the agency. You are the brain of your business, and you cannot be like working like with the media buyer, or you're like alone with all the campaigns and everything. Like you need to be the brain to delegate the right parts of your agency and then scale. And for example, be here in Bali and enjoying the life.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same. Like, it's my mom's birthday, so I came home for that just to see everything. My agency is completely surviving, even though it's not been too active. But yeah, that's the other reason why I also wanted to bring you on is your agency is in an extremely competitive space. Like real estate and gyms and e-com is like the most competitive niches to go in. So like if you can enter that space and do well, then you have some things right. Like my agency specializes in e-com and info, which is like the most competitive, difficult space because first of all, it's hard to get clients and then it's hard to deliver results because it's not so streamlined. And you're also like real estate gyms, like on the lead generation side, I think there's probably, I'd say 1,000 agencies who start looking for clients every single week in that space. And by the end of the week, they're dead because they didn't find anything. They haven't made any money. Like there's probably so many dead bodies of agencies that like try to get the same clients that you have and I have and like completely lost it. But yeah, I mean,
no, that's the thing. Like we are not worried about the competitors. Like we are not like, oh my God, we cannot like scale because there's a lot of competition. Like, no, hey, if you do it like correctly and with the systems I'm showing you in the screen, okay, you will scale, and you don't have to be worried of the competition or if they are going to get your clients and everything. No, it's about the systems that you put in place, and then you can get the clients without any problems with the social proof, with testimonials, and then with that, like you can really scale your agency.
Yeah, I think that's good advice because, like I said, I'm in a place now where I'm speaking to a lot of agencies that can literally start seeing exactly what people do wrong because I see them over and over. There's so many people who try and then give up because they don't land their first client, and so I think having these type of interviews is useful because you can actually see that people are actually making this their career. Like this is like a full-time thing. It's not just like a side hustle type thing. Like I think it's the wrong mindset to be in completely. Awesome. Anything else I think to add? Otherwise, I think this was really helpful and good. I think a lot of people get value from it.
The only thing that I can add is that, man, they should book a call with you. Like they need to know what you do exactly, okay, and you can show them all these systems, all the things that you have in place, and they will fall in love with your work. Like everyone needs to book a call with you if they want to scale the agency. That's the only thing that I can add.
Amazing. And to that point, guys, if you do want to be either button down or in the description, whatever, it's a link to my Calendly, not like a big team, but my Calendly. System Profit is not a course, it's a one-on-one, literally like this over the span of 2 months. Sometimes even longer if you don't kind of see the results that you want. So it's very different. Because of that, I don't have a lot of time. Like I said, Systems of Profit is not my main thing. My main thing is my agency, which is the opposite of other people who make courses, where their main thing is their course and the agency is like this little thing that they have on the side. And so I don't have slots for a lot of people because like it's my time. And so if there is availability, book a call. Otherwise, Marcel, thank you for coming on. I'm sure we'll keep working together, keep growing both of our agencies. I know we have a few other things in the pipeline. I think this was very valuable, so thank you for your time. And also subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm sure there'll be more videos, more interviews like this as we kind of take people through it. And I also sometimes leak some of the coaching calls, which is useful. So with that being said, thanks myself, and we'll chat soon.
Yeah, thank you for your program. Okay, and yeah, we will chat soon.